Welcome back everybody to another episode, and in today's episode it's a little different. We picked up a Jon Boat and trolling motor and everything, and we're making it into a little bass boat. So it's like a Jon Boat to bass boat build. And the reason I'm doing this is, one, I sold my boat, won't be buying one till next year, but I will be fishing with my father-in-law quite a bit off of his rig, so we will be doing a lot of fishing off of the Mississippi this year, maybe even more than I did last year. But there's some really nice cranberry marshes around here that house some really good sized bass that I absolutely love fishing, and I really wanted to build something that would be good for them, because it's really, this cranberry marsh that I used to fish all the time is literally like, I don't know, 3 minutes down the road from me, and I used to fish it all the time, but I just wanted to build a rig that would be good for that. So this Jon Boat to bass boat build is under $300 on this Jon Boat to bass boat build. So that is really what the build is. Jon Boat to bass boat build, under $300. And I wanted to give you guys a little update, or a little kind of intro to the video. Try not to ramble too much on it, but anyway, so where this kind of picks up is where I got the Jon Boat, and I just picked up the piece of plywood and lumber, so we're gonna get after it, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so I didn't film much of grabbing the piece of plywood, but we got the Jon Boat right down here, and then the piece of plywood in the back. So right now we're just going to do some measuring, get the front deck established, kind of figure out how we're going to do that, do up some bracing on it, and go from there. So I'm just going to kind of record, and probably not talk to the camera while we do it, but just kind of record as we're doing some things. So stay tuned guys, we're going to build this thing into a little bass boat pretty much, so stay tuned.
Yeah, we don't want to go further than that, so. That'd be good. You don't want it tight.
Right.
That way just a little bit. This way down.
This way?
Towards the front of the boat. Yeah. Good. Layer on there. It looks like. Line your edge up best you can.
Guys, so far that's what you guys seen, is just us working on the boat. So now I'm basically just going to turn this around and show you guys how we're doing the trolling motor, and just kind of talk about what we've done so far. So far what we did is we built a frame out of 2x4s and then braced it and then put the plywood on top, and then fastened the plywood to the 2x4s so that this platform sits a little above the boat, but that's okay. And then now we're mounting the trolling motor, so I'll show you guys how we're doing that. And we just got a 2x6 that we fastened to the braces and everything, and then now we're just going to get the trolling motor mounted onto this 2x6, and then it should be good to go. Right, guys, so we got the trolling motor mounted now, and we actually fastened down the trolling motor pedal now as well. So I'm just going to spin the camera around and show you guys exactly what has been done. We're finished up for the day. The only other thing we have to do is strip out the other cables and run cables to the back to put the battery in the back of the boat, because if we were to drop the battery in the front of the boat, there's just going to be way too much weight on the front of this 10-foot Jon Boat. So I'll show you guys everything and you'll understand why. Alright, so we have the deck here, and like I said, guys, we have the plywood here, and then we built a frame for it so that it sits towards the top of the boat, and then the trolling motor pedal is fastened down, and then the trolling motor itself is mounted down, and it is not going anywhere. So it's mounted down, but you guys can see that obviously it's going to be a lot of weight on the front of the boat, and you can just, it lifts up pretty easy. So we got to run cables to the back where the battery is going to be. All decked out and ready made into a little bass boat. It's almost complete. We'll probably have one more video completing the project. I might carpet that front deck. I'm not 100% sure yet, but the Jon Boat is almost done, and we'll do one more video completing it and whatnot, and then it'll be complete and done. And this is kind of a thing on YouTube. Other fishing YouTubers have done it, is naming the boat. If you guys have a good name, drop it in the comments below. We'll name the little aluminum rig something, and we'll go from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, keep fishing hard.